Hello, hello. Welcome everybody. We're back with our 1x1 box challenge. Kind of excited to get back to this. All right, so hopefully this time we won't get quite as sidetracked as last time and we can stay on topic a little bit. I do love our little momentary lapses where we're off talking about other things, but yeah, I feel like we neglected this challenge a bit the last time. We did make some progress, so I can't complain. We've done a pretty good start, but yeah, we have a long ways to go. So for anyone who didn't watch it the first time, basically 1x1 challenge, we start with one tile. We can only basically take pictures until we earn enough to expand that tile and start adding on. And I decided to make things extra challenging and fun. We would have to only do programming once we had enough. So she can only program, only do things revolving around programming to make money. We will occasionally, I think, have to jump in and take some pictures if we overspend or something, but the goal here is to focus on just money from the programming. Wow, words today. Struggling. One thing we definitely need to get is a trash can. and we do have space for it. I also want to get her some kind of shower or something. We have probably the money to get one or the other of those, and I think the garbage can probably would be the better thing, but I'm kind of trying to save up so that we can get the automatic trash can, because that way then it doesn't need to be emptied, so it never gets full. It's not about the money we would make from it, but the fact that I don't have to worry about an outdoor trash can then. So that's the goal there. That's why we've kind of been letting the trash pile up. I'm hoping that this job she's working on right now will give us enough to do that, but I highly doubt it. We'll probably need to do at least one more job after this. So I think after she's finished the job, we'll need to work a bit on her hygiene, her bladder. She's getting tired of eating quick meals. So a kitchen in the near future would be great too. But money making this way is a bit slow, so we're taking our time with it. Hopefully it will get better as she improves. We'll see. Things are going pretty well, I think, all things considered, because she's only making like a couple hundred maybe a day, if we're lucky, not even most of the time. So, oh, Night on the Town was awful. Well, when you're trapped in a house, I can kind of understand that. So, for anyone who is new, to introduce our sim, this is Anya Boxwell. She lives in a box, so that made sense to me. She is materialistic and paranoid, socially awkward, and a geek. She does tend to be a little enthusiastic about things, so she gets a boost to skill building whenever she's inspired, which has been very hard to come by around here. And one of my favorite traits since we got this one is the practice makes perfect. I really enjoy just the fact that they start to get better at skills as they work on a skill more. To me, that totally makes sense. Good afternoon. Hi, how are you doing? How was your husband's birthday? I know I'm jumping right into this. It has been, I feel like, out of practice. So hopefully if I'm a little stumbly today, it's okay. It's been a while. Oh, I just got a new subscriber, and unfortunately it did not let me know, so welcome to the new subscriber. Thank you so much. Ooh, Mexican food sounds great right about now. Yeah, it has been quite the week. It's definitely been one of those interesting weeks between a tornado and a cat ER visit, you know. Bit of a rough week. I think I had a justified reason for missing a few streams. I just hated doing it. Especially because, oh, it was Salune. You know, being elder cats, they do tend to have some issues here and there. And, yeah, she was bleeding from places cats should not bleed. Yeah, and we ran her in. We were very concerned, but it turns out just a little bit of antibiotics, and she's doing much better. We were definitely worried. You know, she'll be 19 next month, and so we expect some complications. So, you know, but when those complications come up, it's pretty scary. So, but she's fine. She's resting now. The funny part is, basically she had been peeing so much that she had dehydrated herself, even though she was drinking water constantly. Which we knew was one of the issues too. We were like, this is really weird. She's drinking way more than usual. But her bladder was so swollen that they couldn't get urine samples. And she was so dehydrated that they had trouble getting any, you know, withdrawals for testing everything. So she gets to go back in a week or so to get tests just to maybe try to figure out what happened. But so far she's eating normal. Everything's back to, you know, her normal anyway. So we're happy that she's doing well. But yes, Mexican food sounds like really good right about now. Okay. Hygiene. Oh yeah, I was having you wash your hands a dozen times. Yeah, it was a heck of a week. They do think it's very possible that that what happened to her was kind of because of the stress we had. You know, my mom's dog was with us along with mom, of course. But she she's normally pretty okay with the dog, but I think things just felt kind of, you know, out of whack because mom's dog, Rascal, was just kind of whining the whole time, understandably, and yeah. Yeah, Odin had a bladder crystal issue last year, so we kind of knew what was going on, but yeah, and I guess I think because we weren't too directly affected by the tornado that I kind of forget, she was sensing all of that too. It was definitely a stressful week. We initially went into the ER, the pet ER, and we were there at midnight. And there was so many people there that they told us that it would be at least 8 a.m. before they could see us. So it was up to us if we wanted to sit there and wait or go home and call our vet in the morning. And they told us this without even looking at her. So we really wrestled with the decision for a bit because it's like, well, she's actively bleeding. It's kind of a problem. And they're like, she'll be okay. Just push water. It's most likely this. And so we go home and we were into the vet by 9 o'clock the next day, which if we had stayed at the ER, we probably would have been there even longer than that. And luckily she got to see, our usual vets and everything. And they're always so good to us there. So I'm glad we were able to get her there instead. That and the ER place. We probably saved a fortune by having to basically just go home because there was so much. But I did wonder if the extreme amount of people in the pet ER was related to the tornado or just lots of cats having problems and dogs that day. There was so many in the waiting room there. It was crazy. We've been there 4 times now, and I don't think I've ever seen it that busy. And this was at midnight, which was crazy to me. Oh, are you done? Are you just not gonna finish this, or you just don't want to make this app? I don't know. She's fighting it. She's almost done with it, but I just want her to have some money so we can get a trash can, because it's starting to look pretty awful around here. Yeah. So how was your week? Now that I've talked about all the drama. Well, what? Why do you not want to? Are you, brain fried? Too much programming? Ugh. No drama is better than drama. Right now, a nice calm week is in order, I think. Yeah, I've basically been spending the weekend, doing nothing. It felt good to do nothing. I found a new journaling app, so I started using that and was having fun figuring out how to use it and things like that. I don't know. It was a lot of fun. I love to journal, so, and it's called like let me see if I can find the name of it. My Digital Diary, and it's on Steam. And right now, because of the fact that it just released, it's on a 40% sale, so it's only $2.99. So it's like really, really good price for how much is there to do it. So like if you like journaling at all, highly recommend checking it out. It looks really good. I suppose I can't pop that over and show it off here. So it's just like, they do have darker themes. I use a darker theme, but You can put in pictures and stickers. You have a lot of like templates as well. So if you're someone who likes to make lists or something, there are list options. There are, you can write letters to your future self that will be basically given to you on the day that you open it. That's just a peek at some of the themes. Obviously, very kawaii, kind of pale things. You can track your moods, and it changes the color of each square based on your mood. And then you have like a whole year view up here, and then the monthly view here. Obviously, it's available in English too. I don't speak anything but English personally, but you can create multiple journals too. So you can have like a daily journal and a dream journal, and like here they show like a travel journal. It's pretty cool, and I'm really impressed how much is available or how cheap it is. I guess that was the thing that surprised me the most. Yeah, it's very, very detailed. Oh, working on a Sunday, I don't know. I hated doing that. Working on the weekend in general, I hated doing that, but hopefully breakfast was good. Are we not brain fried yet? Oh, this is gonna... 9 hours? 9. I think we might need a secondary way to make some money. Jeez. Maybe we should just have her sleep it off after she plays. Just gotta speed things up. Well, it must be good if you're going there every weekend. We have a few good places up here, but I'm not much of a breakfast person. I'm more of a breakfast foods at dinner person. I do like a good biscuits and gravy. Or some really good pancakes. I would actually say I'm a pancake over waffle person. If they're done right. Yeah. We even used to, growing up, have like cereal and sandwiches for supper. And that was like such a treat, because we really didn't like eat that much cereal. We weren't really like big on cereal except for breakfast or for dinner. It's kind of weird, but yeah, a good biscuits and gravy, like, I don't know. You can make me very happy with a good biscuits and gravy. I do some like quick versions. I have like some country gravy mix and some frozen biscuits, and it takes me like 10 minutes to throw it all together and make some quick biscuits and gravy. It's not as good as like going all out, but you know, sometimes it scratches that itch. What do we... Oh yeah, we're sleeping and then eating. Oh man. I feel like that 9 hours is gonna... Oh, we're down to 3 hours already. Supper is the best time for biscuits and gravy though. I don't know, because it is such a heavy meal. Yeah, my mom always makes it from, well, always did make it from scratch, and oh man, it was so good. But I can do it. I'm one of those people who's like, it's easier just to use the mix. I'm not a big fan of like the canned stuff that most restaurants use. I mean, it's sufficient, but I'd much rather I think even sometimes the mix comes out better than the canned stuff. I think it's that canned sausage thing. Just not a fan. Yeah, I'm the same way. I can cook, but I'd rather not. You know, it's not like one of those things that I'm big into doing. I do it out of necessity most of the time. There are some things I enjoy making, but yeah, for the most part, if someone else wanted to cook for me, I'd have no issue with that. I'd be like, go ahead. My husband can bake. His pastries are definitely his thing. Like pies and tarts. Yeah, that's a word. Just anything that involves crusts and being particular about ingredients and temperatures and stuff. He's just very good at it. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Gotta stop hitting buttons that I shouldn't hit. Okay, so we are... Oh, that's cool. Yeah, my husband could definitely cook, but, what the... Yeah. Thought I was switching something for a second there again. Yeah, it's good that he loves to cook, because, like, I think if you do, it generally makes food better. You know, like, if you enjoy making it, I feel like you put a little bit more into it than when you don't. And it's always nice to have someone else cook for you. I know some people really, really enjoy making food for other people, and some people, and he's one that will, like, use recipes and stuff too. And I'm a throw things together kind of person when it comes to cooking. I just prefer to wing it and, you know, feel the cooking energy rather than work on a specific... Ugh, you're too uncomfortable to do, like, literally anything. How do we get you to chill? Wash your face, brush your teeth, all that kind of stuff. Maybe... Yeah, you can't even read because you don't have books. I don't think I've ever had shrimp scampi, believe it or not. I've had plenty of different shrimps, but I think scampi is like the one thing I have not had. And I don't eat meat these days, so it's not something you'll find me picking up too much. Well, yeah, she's not tired, so of course she's not going to go to the... Oh, wait, you're focused, you're focused, you're focused. While you're focused, get back up here. You didn't have to pee that bad. It's one of those things that looks good. I think with certain foods, especially if I'm going to try them for the first time, I want to know that I'm getting a good version of it. And a lot of times if I go to a restaurant and I find that it's not a good version, or, you know, if I find I don't like it, I want to try to go to other places and try it, just in case I had a bad one. But sometimes, you know, like, foods these days are... What are we having a moment about here? Going out and eating is so expensive these days that it's kind of hard to make that decision to try something new when you go out, because if you don't like it, what are you going to do? You're out that money, and that kind of stinks. I used to be much more adventurous when I went out. Then it started to get expensive to be adventurous. I'll be fair, though, that even things that I sometimes didn't really like, I could most of the time still get through it. You know, I could at least find something about it I enjoyed, or at least, you know, fix it in some way that I could get through it. But yeah, I definitely wish that there were more opportunities to try different foods. I think a lot of restaurants could actually benefit from having, like, some, I guess, like a pop-up or something, or some kind of sample thing, where if they, either outside or in their building, or, you know, they went someplace and they shared some of their dishes. You know, like, how many times when we're in grocery stores or something and they have samples out, we try those samples, we end up taking home a new food we wouldn't have eaten before. I think restaurants should do the same thing. Like, free samples. Get out there, show people what you've got, and I think, you know, it'd be a good way to convince people to try your food. And to try new, more expensive things. Less ordering the safe thing. This place is so disgusting. And yeah, there's been a couple of new restaurants in the area, and I've I've kind of been watching reviews and stuff to see how the restaurants are doing, because I would love to try them, but I don't want to risk that, for like the three of us to go out to eat, it ends up nearly $100 sometimes for just a simple meal. Once you throw in the drinks and the tip and everything, it gets kind of crazy. And so if you're throwing that kind of money at something, you want it to be worth it and not a horrible experience. So yeah, I totally get also that being a reason to not try something new. It's like, it's too risky. Just go to the tried and true. Although even some of those places have kind of gone downhill a bit, which is unfortunate. And I don't 100% blame them, because I think some of the products that they're getting in, that they make their food from, the quality of that has gone down, so it's harder for them to maintain quality when they can't get quality ingredients. Also, they tend to choose the cheapest stuff from the supplier too. I know that from working in a few restaurants, so and yeah, we've backed off a lot. We used to probably go out at like once a week, just like a whole family thing. And I want to say last time we all went out was 2-3 months ago, and that was because it was someone's birthday. I wouldn't say we do too much fancy food, because yeah, generally it's the three of us instead of the two of us when we go out, but so we keep it kind of family friendly, but yeah, cost is such a problem. Yeah, I feel like our son did not get quite the adventurous palate that my husband and I have. We work on it, but he used to be better about trying new things when he was younger, but he's kind of found what he likes and wants to stick with it now. It's like, there's so many good foods out there. You gotta try things. There's lots of yummy stuff out there to have. Okay. Maybe eventually she'll actually finish this app. That would be great. We could really use the money, because this trash is starting to get to me. I could move it outside, but I feel like that's cheating. Not that I care that much about cheating all the time, but, I'm trying to behave myself. I wish times the ultra speed. It feels like sometimes it actually goes slower than fast speed. And I wish that it was actually ultra speed. There had been a mod that was like ultra speed, and it worked, but it would tend to glitch out and the time got a little out of whack, so I stopped using it. But sometimes when you're doing skill building or something like this, it feels like it takes them so long. Especially when you're just sitting here with one sim doing one thing. Oh, I never put in a fire alarm. I like to live dangerously. I don't know what it is with me and the fire alarms. I just I think I like the chaos of not having it. But I'm trying to upgrade things in my 100 baby. It's not working out so well for me. Here, we'll go ahead and name this one after you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is with me and the fire alarms in general. If I do put anything in, I tend to do the sprinkler system instead. Oh, we just made $2,000. I didn't even realize that. I never know what to name things, so I just pick random things in my environment or whatever when I'm naming stuff. Okay, we need a trash can, for sure. And like I was saying last time and earlier, I want to get one of these. Because then we can just have her dump it in here and we don't have to worry about an outside trash can. So I think we'll put that... I think I can fit that there. And then we'll see about getting a shower. I don't know if I want to sort by function. That was probably not a great idea because it takes my game 300 years to get there. And I probably should have saved before I did this. This is the downside to custom content, especially if you have an addiction. It tends to take a while. And then you panic because you're pretty sure the game is going to crash. It's literally stuck right now. It's great. And we all wait. Hold our breath. There we go. Here's where I save. And then we go ahead and find ourselves some plumbing, showers, and I think we're going to keep it kind of cheap here. I do like a lot of these. I think we'll go with the hygiene 5. She can go ahead and shower in the trash. I think we also have enough money. We can maybe give her some walls. Yeah, what I typically do, and I'll kind of give a little bit of a sneaky peeky here. I tend to save as and date each day, and then I'll just keep saving on that one as I play for that day. But then I have the saves, and I keep a couple of each save, and then over time I'll delete the old ones, and it helps me keep organized. So I have an average of 2 or 3 saves for past games, or past, yeah, words today, let me tell you. I think I want to stick to the kind of green theme. Maybe we should do this so she can feel like she's outdoors. I happen to really love this wallpaper, so I think I'll do that. I used to not be so well organized, and it took some time to kind of get better about that kind of thing. And I want to see what that... Yeah, I think I like that there. Maybe a little lighter to go with the trim and to make things feel a little brighter in here. Yeah, and speaking of brighter, a light might be better. I had absolutely no organization skills in previous Sims. I don't know. I was definitely just winging it. I want something interesting. Let's see. That's hanging a bit low. We could just go with the standard saucer light. I do really like these. But it's a very directed light. And I think I want something a little more washing over. That can definitely help. A lot of my jobs have definitely taught me skills over the time. Over the years. I used to be very, very shy. Like, painfully shy. And I started working in a place where I had to prepare food directly in front of people. And that's one way to definitely get you in a place where you can talk more. And it kind of led to different things. And yeah, so I can definitely see. It helps building those skills. You had a trash can right there. It would have made you some money. I don't know what you were thinking. All right. Now, what do we want to do for you? Like, you probably could use like an actual fridge and stuff, but I don't know if I have enough to do that. I think I'm gonna save just to be safe. I think we'll delete this. We've got a sink, but do we have enough for some basic... I think we could manage some basic appliances. Maybe something even a little somewhat nicer. Let's get a little... I do love these appliances. I wonder if I can get the wall out a little bit too while we're at it. Oof, that's gonna be a lot. Okay. I'm hitting the wrong button. Let's see. Fridge. Stove. There is a stove that goes with this. I have to move this. The toilet's fine where it is. We've got that there. Okay, and then we can just put a counter in the corner there. Because they can prepare on a corner counter. And these are kind of cute and rustic looking. There we go. So we have the basics. Can we maybe put a wall in here for her to somewhat separate her bathroom? I mean, that wasn't necessary, but you know. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Yeah, we're starting to have something resembling a house. Okay, so needs are pretty good other than being uncomfortable. The stomach gurgles are going away soon. Maybe if we brush our teeth, wash our face, and we can maybe socialize a little bit on here. I don't know if, I mean, with her feeling, yeah, we can chat with someone, get her social up a little bit. Hopefully by that point her stomach gurgles will be, there we go. Stomach gurgles are gone. So then from there, let's make a video game. It'll probably take some time. Oh, and we're getting the first of our money from our Kitty Cloud app. So we have 69 simoleons coming in. We're starting to see some actual progress. This is good. Alright, we're going to speed her up, though. Oh, I just realized that the walls don't really line up when I throw a wall in the middle of things. That's awkward. Oh well, we'll get it to the point that she can have a little bit more eventually. I'd like to... Obviously, the goal here basically is to have a fully functional house. So I want to have a double bed, 2 side tables, 2 lamps, a dresser, a full bathroom with a shower and tub combo, because I know that those cost a bit more, and a separate sink for the bathroom. I want to have a kitchen that has at least 3 countertops, plus the sink and appliances. I'd like her to have a separate office and living room, dining room, the whole works. So we want to set this up as a fully functional house, just one that doesn't have a front door. But we will leave room for a front door because whenever I do this challenge, I like to make sure that there's a way that she can exit the house at the end of the challenge and get to see the real world. So those are the basic goals. And once we get to the point of a door, end of challenge, we're all good. She broke it. Great. You're going to have to repair it because we can't get a repair service in here. And we're starting to see signs of dust. We did get you a vacuum, didn't we? Yeah, that's why we can vacuum. Sure. I mainly pulled the goals from a couple of different versions of the challenge. Kind of figured out what I would like, what I would consider a completed house. So, and I think having or requiring an office makes sense for her because of the fact that she's a programmer and does all this programming work and a computer, and, you know, having a fully functioning office as well as a bedroom just made sense to me. And I like to make sure that it stays challenging, that I have plenty of things that I need to get. Alright, so we're going to get that repaired. She's going to do some vacuuming. How are your needs otherwise? Pretty good. So we can go ahead and I'm going to slow you back down again. I don't think she's left her pajamas, which, yeah, you know, can kind of understand that. You didn't even start the game? She broke it just starting to make a game. That's a bad sign. I would like to get better appliances and everything too as part of that goal. I don't require to have the best of everything, but at least nice, functional, somewhat aesthetic looking, you know, cute, whatever we can pull off. Okay, I'm gonna speed you along. Gone too soon from techie lifestyle. That poor piece of technology parted from our world far too soon. There must be something Anya can do to save it. Well, you kind of did, so I feel like you should... There you go. I feel like they should be over it as soon as they fix something. Like, you fixed it, so obviously it's going to be okay. I probably think it goes without saying, but an exterior would be nice too. Some kind of nice looking house. A porch, maybe a foundation. Yeah, I don't want to get too picky, but she is getting bored with the stale surroundings, which is amazing since we just added so much stuff. So she's going to be fun to keep pleased. Someone being materialistic, I feel like she's going to want higher end appliances and fancy toilets and things like that. So we'll keep working on it for her, but I don't know. It might take a few days. She's going to have to program faster. Okay. I do really like her pajamas. I kind of want these in real life. I'm not even a frog person, but they're very cute. Especially the little matching slippers and everything. I really went a little overboard on the green, I think, but it felt like it suited her. Okay, she's feeling good about something, but she did not finish. Are you burnt out again? 13 hours. Great. All right. Let's test out your new bathroom-ish space. And then you can, well, you're going to wash your hands. And then you can make something to eat. Your first time actually cooking in here. Please don't start anything on fire. We'll make some mac and cheese. Doesn't sound as good as Mexican food, but it does sound good. Alright. I don't know how I'd feel about having a sink right next to my bed. Yeah, mac and cheese is a classic. From the box stuff to like the homemade stuff, it's all good. I am not one to turn down mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is... It's a good side, it's a good meal on its own. Just, I don't know, it's a classic. Alright, so we're gonna eat that. We did not have any fires. What is making you nauseous all the time? I mean, this is the cleanest your place has been. Are you just... You're not sick or anything. Why am I looking at relationships? Nothing here should be causing that. Apparently you like photography and programming. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. I think we did that last time. Techie lifestyle makes sense. I can't figure out what would be making her feel uncomfortable so much. I did download a new mod today that is kind of fun. It's sleep preferences. You can choose how your sim lays on the bed. Or you can choose for them to randomly sleep a different way every time. I think we'll choose random here just so we can get a peek at it. But yeah, I love that little detail. I'm trying to remember who made it. I'll have to look it up and link it. It's Yeah, I think I want to say, let me see. I think I still have the email. Or not. Thought I did. Let me pause for a moment so she doesn't do anything completely crazy here. Okay, let me see. It's like a newer mod, tiny coffee cups. Let me see if I can get this opened up here. It's called Under the Covers. So let me pull this over here so you can see. Sleep Override 2, they call it Under the Covers 2, so I'm not sure what the official name is, but it has where you can change their position while they're actually sleeping. By clicking the bed covers, you can actually choose the preferences, which we saw. The arm hanging off is pretty funny to me. Each one can, in the bed, can have their different sleep preferences. And yeah, here you can see where via the bed you can choose the pose. It's kind of cool. Just like little details like that are one of the reasons I enjoy mods, because it really gives you things that, like, maybe not everybody needs. Some of it is things you didn't even realize you wanted until somebody makes it, but it just adds a little bit extra to your game. And this is why I have far too many mods in my game. I hope you are still a little brain fried. Maybe I better have you. I mean, you have fun when you play, so I don't know. Play some incredible sports. Alright. I just want to wait until, let's say 11 hours, though. Maybe if we keep doing it. It is dropping quickly as she's playing this, so hopefully that will help. She's gonna max her video gaming skill before anything else. And then maybe we can do a little bit of socializing again. Let's just chat in general. I know Cameron's calling, but yeah. And then maybe, I don't know. Do we want to? Maybe we should change our passwords. She is paranoid, so that might help her out a little bit with the paranoia. A little bit. She's definitely struggling with. We're overworking her a bit. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Good to see you again. Yeah. I'm basically torturing my sim, as usual. Wait. A crabby cashier? No, that doesn't... just for the record, by the way. The 2 days that Mom was here, she went to Quick Trip and got donuts because of our conversation from last time. She was thinking about donuts the whole time. And she was hungry for them. So we had different kinds of donuts on each of the 2 days that she was here. It was pretty funny. It was also nice. I don't normally go and get donuts, so it was fun. But yeah, a crabby cashier at Quick Trip is like never a thing. Wow. They must have gotten lost somewhere and ended up at the wrong job. There, and we have like a Shell station near us, like that. The people there are always in this weirdly good. We're just gonna keep continuing this thing where we're all going to want to, we'll remind each other of donuts, and then we're just all gonna be hungry for donuts all the time. It'll be a cycle of donuts. But they were good. They had salted caramel, like crullers. They're so good. I'm a big salted caramel person though. Like I literally this morning had hot cocoa with the salted caramel Tirani syrup in it, you know? That's like my thing. I love a good salted caramel. So if they're gonna be putting salted caramel on donuts too. Like, hello. I'm just imagining a morning of the caramel cocoa and the caramel donuts. That, I mean, I'd probably be sick of caramel by the time I'm done with that, but it sounds good. Never-ending donuts can't be a problem, right? we all love donuts. There is something about donuts. I don't know. It's one of those foods. The powdered donuts too. Like every road trip, we get powdered donuts. I don't know why. Because this seems like the worst place to be eating powdered donuts is in a car. But there's just, they get that like meltiness to them when they get warmish from sitting in the car during a road trip. And they just melt in your mouth. And it's so good. They're not as good as they were when I was a kid. I hate to be that person, but they're not quite as good. But they're definitely still good. I remember getting like big bags of powdered donuts. Now they come in these little tiny like lunch bag looking things. We used to get like 1 pound bags of them. Yeah, we tried. We don't do bad with messes in the car in general, and road trips are kind of one of those things where we're a little more lenient on the food in the car, because that's a big part of how we save money is we pack like a cooler full of snacks. And yeah, I saw the Mountain Dew ones when we were there, and I was like, that just doesn't sound good. I lived on Mountain Dew for years of my life. I probably had more Mountain Dew in my blood than blood. But yeah, that just didn't sound good at all. And the color was like, what the heck? What is this? There's a point that some of these collaborations need to stop, you know? Some of the stuff has been pretty good, though. Just like some of the variations. I kind of figured they'd almost be a sour taste. That just seems really bizarre. Yeah. I pointed them out to my mom. Now, she's never been a fan of Mountain Dew, but excuse me, losing my voice. Just the idea of eating a Mountain Dew. I don't even know if I would have in my 20s. And I really, really liked Mountain Dew. That was my drink. I think I drank that more than I drank water. But oh man, I don't know. The sour is almost what I expected. Or like, I mean, it's lemon lime flavor, right? So that just, it feels like it should work for donuts. You know, the base flavor, but Mountain Dew has like a whole different thing going on that doesn't taste like normal food anymore, so I have completely given up all soda. I drank way too much of it. And caffeine in general, actually. I never drank coffee, so that part was easy. But going from Mountain Dew, which is super high in caffeine, to nothing was a bit of a rough transition, but now my main drink is just like sparkling key lime water. It kind of gives me that Sprite or Mountain Dew kind of flavor, but you know, minus the caffeine and all the extra crap. I do like bubblers. Those are good though too. They're so expensive though. At least, I don't know, for the amount I would typically drink. They were too much. The issue is I don't think I can do just, you know, like the once a week thing. I just, once you drink one, it's like, oh, that tasted good. I should have another one. It's a problem. Okay, we're getting more, we're making less on the app though, but we got 67 coming in. Okay, I think you're done chatting. You've had enough. We don't need to chat with Cameron. You just got off of chatting there. Okay, you're changing your passwords. I'll have you get some sleep. And then maybe, since you finally are done panicking about programming, you can finish your video game. I'm gonna try this ×3, see if things actually move along. See, there we go. There's the new sleep position. I love the mod. I don't know. I think it's so cool. Being able to have them change like that. It's fun. It's such a stupid little thing, but I just love it. I actually also from a creator called Simkatu. They make a lot of different animations, like even one where instead of standing to paint, you sit down on a stool and paint. Different animations. Anytime she's sitting at the desk, you'll notice another one. Just all these little tiny animation changes, but it just feels more realistic, more like the Sims are engaged in what they're doing, and I really like that. I can also nap at a desk now because of another one of her mods. So, there's even ones for, yeah, and she just updated it too, so it's the version I have, there are separate animations, whether it's a feminine or a masculine sim. She did update it so that if you want, there's a gender neutral version, and I'm choosing not to use that version. I actually like the different ways that they sit, but I like that there's that option now if you want it to. But I hadn't even really realized how in-depth some of the animations were until she started doing more updates to them. And I tried to limit my mods for a while, and it does take a while for my game to load these days, but I found that I prefer having them, and as long as my computer can run it, I'm going to let it because I enjoy it. It does get a little challenging when it comes time to update, and especially when we have like mod apocalypse kind of things where every mod is harmed. Those are rough. Those are times when I'm like, do I really want to have this many mods in my game? But I end up always coming back, and a lot of times I'll, like every couple months or so, I will delete everything and start over and kind of go through and like, okay, what CC do I really want in my game? What mods absolutely are essential? Next thing I know, I have more than what I started with. So I don't know if that's a great move for me. So what I've gotten in the habit of doing now is anytime I feel like I need to get rid of all my mods, I just pop a copy of them over onto a separate drive. And then I know that it's there, and I can just shift it all back to my mod folder when I get over my little moment of having a problem with mods. Obviously, the mods all have to be checked and updated, but it's definitely made it easier so that I don't have to re-download everything when I go through these moods, because I know that I'll just end up with more anyway, so I might as well just keep it all. And yeah, and I've had, like, where people share their mod folder size and things like that, and I had one person over on Reddit, which I know Reddit is just like, everybody's always in a mood on Reddit, I swear, and always has an opinion, which it's Reddit, you know, okay. And like, nobody ever uses that much CC. There's no way you're using everything there. It's like, you'd be surprised, you know? I make over my Sims all around the world, within my games. I haven't been as good about it lately, but there is a surprising amount of stuff, and I use a lot of variety. I try not to create like Sims that all look like my ideal of a, you know, what a person should look like or whatever. I try to create unique looking Sims. And yeah, generally I'll admit my main Sims do tend to generally be considered pretty, but I I try to have variety. It's one of the reasons why I like my like more long running uh legacies and stuff is I like seeing their genetics and like when they went through that phase where like every sim does when they have multiple generations where they have no chins or when they start to lose their shoulders. I kept that. I allowed for that because that's part of their genetics. It probably isn't fun, but I wanted my Sims to look different. And I've had some Sims along the way that were a little weird and sketchy looking, but I just but you throw some cool clothes on from your custom content. And although I will admit that more recent things coming into the game had been getting a lot better than they used to be. Like, much nicer looking stuff that I actually wanted to use, things that fit a little better, things that looked a little more 3D, and yeah, I haven't played the Big Brother challenge. And you would think, here's my other obsession, as a Big Brother super fan, that I would have done this one at some point, but I have not. But yeah, you need variety. If you're always around a bunch of Sims, even, I just like my Sims to change up their outfits once in a while too. And you get tired of seeing the same clothes on everybody all the time. So I'm like an actual live feed Big Brother fan. Like and so it's kind of surprising, I guess, that I haven't played it. It does sound like a fun challenge. And one of these days I will get through to it. I have so many things I'm like on this list of things that I keep telling myself I'm going to get to. And then I keep doubling back on challenges like this one that I had so much fun the first time that I played again. I'm wondering if the new, I suppose that really doesn't help much, but I'm wondering if the new hangout feature from Adventured Waits would contribute to that challenge or make it harder. Because I'm not sure I like the whole someone gets eliminated every day, but you don't really have a whole lot of choice in who it is. But I have wanted to do a challenge based around that as well. Again, haven't gotten around to it, but I do like the randomizing. Even this sim, most of her was randomized. I randomized all of her features and then went from there. And gave her hair and clothes. Who, me? I like the challenge. I like to make things harder than they need to be. I think that's why I am focusing on this, I think that's why I've kind of tried to make these rules for the extreme 100 baby that are difficult without being completely insane. Yeah, I'll definitely keep that in mind. It'd probably be a while before I get to it. I keep telling myself I cannot start another challenge, but also I love to start challenges. And I get that. I'm the same way. Like when I have a lot to explain, over voice call is a whole lot easier. I still prefer texting for like quick communication, but phone calls when you really need to get that information out there. I don't know what it is though, like why I feel the need to make things harder on myself. I think it's fun to be challenged. And this game definitely leaves room for needing a little more challenge now and then. I think I need to stop you. Or you're gonna pee yourself sitting at your desk. And you don't have any way to wash these pajamas, so probably best that you deal with your needs. Okay, we're going to use that, wash your hands, go ahead and cook something up. Let's go for a grilled cheese. Single serving. We try to conserve our money until we see what we make on this game. And hopefully we can start getting somewhere here. Maybe having some regrets about the decision to have her be only a programmer. I forgot how long it can take to actually make money doing that. But once you do, it's like nice big chunks. So we can make a lot of progress all at once. It's just a little slow in between. Also, this desk makes absolutely no sense for this computer. Because, yeah, it's kind of cutting into it. For a while, I actually had my computer at our roll-top desk, and it was like the most awkward because it's sitting like right up at the edge. It's funny, when I started, I was like, oh, we haven't made that much progress. And I'm like, well, actually, we kind of did. And even today now, I mean, we've got a kitchen already. And I try not to do, what did you eat? I was totally looking away and missed the fact that she's fine. Okay. Can we get back to work? Continue programming. She's focused, so that will help us out here. You are starting to burn out, though, so we might need to be careful here. I generally try to, with most challenges too, or even non-challenges, like even my just overall general day-to-day gameplay, I try to do things that slow my progress. Things like, if my sim gets new clothes, they need to pay for it. If, you know, maybe a falling out happens in the family, so they lose their money when they move out. Maybe some... That's what I do too, 100. Well, I'll do like 50 for a top, 50 for a bottom, and 100 for an outfit. I did have a mod that automatically charged for traveling, and I need to get back in the habit of just deducting something. Hey, look at that! Your app made 114 for us today. So she's making some money at least. Are you burnt out again? Yep. Alright. Let's try to sleep it off a little bit. And then you can play some video games. Yeah. I feel like a lot of these, it would be nice if that was something we didn't have to mod into the game. You know, gym memberships and travel costs. Anytime you are in a loading screen, maybe depending on how far away you travel, it costs something. And I know that the mods exist because I've used them, but I like to also do things like once in a while, if I feel like they're getting too much money, maybe some bad investment decision was made or something like that. And I should make more use of dice. I live with someone who's literally a D&D player. That's where he is right now. He's probably killing off half of his crew. I don't know. That seems to be what happens most of the time. There's one guy in the group that just always makes bad decisions. So he's been through about, like, 6 characters during this one round, I guess. Anyway, they'll lose a portion of their money or all their money in some bad investment or something like that, just to keep it interesting. Sometimes I have had, like, I had, again, another mod, but you can do this without mods. I had a mod where it said that the house was hit by an airplane, which is very dramatic. And they both ended up in the hospital because of it, obviously. Again, because of the mod. But what I did then was actually demolished the house and then had them move so that, you know, like, it's one of the mods from A Deep Indigo, and I cannot remember which one it was. And I do want to put it back in my game, but I have a little trouble with it when I'm doing series on my channel, because if, like, a main person in one of these died, I'd be like, no, what are we gonna do? But it was fun. It's so much fun having that randomness, having accidents and illness and things like that in the game. And you can add that yourself, kind of taking the idea of the dice, or there are so many different wheels available, you know, where you can put in natural disasters, or you lost this, and you could have yourself spin the wheel once a week, or you know, once or twice a week, or have a couple of different wheels so that you can mix things up. There's so many ways to generally mix things up. And I would like to, I know there's at least one out there, but I'd like to create a wheel of all of these different types of things, and actually do a playthrough where I actually show people how I'm doing stuff like that, where I just randomly destroy my Sims' lives once a week. Make sure that they don't make too much money. A lot of times I also like to have the Sims take out a loan for their university. And I almost always, if a job would require university education in real life, if the job in The Sims has a university degree attached to it, I will make my Sim go to university. Even though university can get very repetitive and long, to me, I like that aspect of it, because it makes sense that you're not going to go directly from high school to being a doctor. So I make my Sim go to school, you know, further their education like any sensible person would before doing surgery. So, or like my current Sim in Not So Berry, now he wants to be a comedian, so it's maybe not the kind of thing you would typically go to university for, but he's going there to learn about, you know, different aspects of entertainment. And so I wanted to kind of extend that. He was in a place where the family had way too much money, so sending him off on his own and sending him to university, giving him student loans to pay off, it all just kind of made it more of a challenge. And as some of you know, that's kind of my thing. I like to make sure that I make my life as hard as possible when I'm playing. It's so funny because when I go into other games, if the game is too hard, I kind of get frustrated with it. So, I think it's because I'm so used to Sims and how it functions and works, that I can challenge myself that way. But do you have university, or just haven't, like, you just haven't played it? I know a lot of people don't like university and the time it takes. I do think okay, I understand lack of signal. I should be on for a little bit yet. I have most of the afternoon, but I do have issues with my internet getting a little whack. I'm having issues off and on here, so hopefully we'll see you back. But anyway, when I have everything too. I have a problem. I fully admit that. I'm a shill, you know, whatever people want to call it. I know I have a problem with... I like to have everything. I like I like to know that if I download a house or something... Exactly. Despite all the games I own on Steam and everything, this is still the game I play pretty much every day, at least for a few minutes. I pop in, even if what I'm doing is just giving makeovers to the townies or, you know, getting things... Oh, yeah, she likes computers. Of course. So, yeah, I mean, I basically split my... Yeah, I got it. As soon as they tell me anything is free, I'm like, got it, mine, taking it. I do all the check-ins and everything too, because I suffer from FOMO. But yeah, between Sims and knitting, that's pretty much where all of my hobby money goes. We won't even discuss how much... I mean, I've spent significantly more on knitting than I have on Sims, but I've probably spent more time with Sims than on knitting. Oh, it has. I'm making a blanket right now, and I got a good deal on the yarn. And that blanket will be basically like a throw size, and the yarn was nearly $80. And it's not even good yarn. And I won't even discuss the disgusting amount of money that one has to pay for sock yarn. Even when you're getting the budget stuff, it's like $15 to make a pair of socks. Yeah, it's nuts. But I love it, so, you know, I can't exactly say much, you know, when you have a hobby, you will spend what you want on it. And, you know, and I'm glad that I also have a partner who understands that, because his D&D hobby can get quite expensive as well. those miniatures and the books cost insane amounts of money. Sewing is one of the skills I can get by. I have a machine. I've made things that involved straight lines, but I envy anyone who can do, like, actual real sewing. I, like, some of the curtains in my house I made, but, yeah. Anything beyond a straight line starts to get a little more complicated. Yeah, guitar is cool. I would love to learn to play. I've had lessons in the flute and the piano. My sister had lessons in guitar, and she gave that up pretty quickly, so it was like, you're supposed to learn so that you can teach me, darn it. I don't play well, though, at all, like, any of it. If I picked up a flute right now, it'd probably sound like something was dying. Piano, I might be able to knock out a couple of Christmas songs, but that's about it. Okay, are we about... yeah, you haven't had a shower in a while. Yeah, clarinet, I've heard, is actually not super... Well, basically any of those kind of wind instruments, I guess. That's a wind instrument, right? Trying to remember my... Wait, what? Why can't you get there? You could before. Fine, gotta be difficult, don't you? If we switch it, you should be able to, because you can walk through it. Yeah. I almost paid attention in music class. I think my favorite music class was the day we got to all create our own jingles. And my friend and I made a cookie product. And our presentation was the next day, so we had time. So we actually made up a batch of these cookies that we had the jingle for. It was so fun. And the cookies turned out pretty good. There were people who are like, hey, this might actually be a good idea. It was like basically a cookie with pieces of Tootsie Roll in it. And we called it Tootsie Cookie Crunch. It was a little tough to chew, but they tasted good. Okay, something about this is not working for you now. Maybe if I... Well, that's not what I'm trying to turn. Maybe if I ever so slightly slip you over that way. Okay, I think that might work now. And then you should be able to wash your hands. And then socialize with somebody. But yeah, it's funny how certain days or classes or things like that will stick with you years later. I was in like 7th grade then, so that was not... That wasn't too long ago. Yeah, you know, just kind of roll toward the end of bed and right onto the toilet. It'll be fine. Maybe a little convenient. A little too convenient. Although some nights when you wake up and you really gotta pee, the convenience would be pretty handy. Yeah, there's another one of those animations I was talking about, where she just kind of leans back. Okay, after you're done socializing, you need to make this video game. I know it takes forever, but at least you're not burned out. You love computers. You love the electronic life. Oof. Yeah, every morning when you wake up and you're after drinking too much too close to bed, it's like hydration is great until it's not. The worst is when I wake up in the morning after my husband has already gotten in the shower and I have to pee. And we do have a second bathroom, but nobody likes to use the bathroom because it's like, it's for reasons known only to the developers of this building, this house. They put a wall next to the toilet, but it's like very close. So like any normal human-sized human has trouble sitting there and properly doing what they need to do. So we will hold it rather than go downstairs and use the other bathroom because it sucks so much. So I'll lay here with the shower running, having to pee, and it's like, okay, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I swear to you, every time that happens, I also drank the huge tumbler of water. Okay, you're done socializing. That's great. Let's see. Love programming. Great. Cleared from mental fog. Practice makes perfect. Dedication from practice makes perfect. We're on track. Let's go. 142 from Kitty Claude app. There we go. Next person to chat gets a app or a game named after them. Then we'll have a battle of who has the better game or app. Oh man. I talked about pee and I lost 2 viewers. What the heck? Alright, so making note. Do not talk about bathroom habits. Should have known that wasn't a good way to go. Writing is such a good way to make money. Writing and painting are a little overpowered. That's one of those things, too, that for a while I used a mod that reduced how much you make on this stuff. Because it does... does get a bit crazy. I like using knitting, and the cross stitch and Plopsy for all of that. Even when I do paintings now, I prefer to use Plopsy and sell things on Plopsy. So at least it makes it a little more challenging. I think that was one of the best additions to the game. I wish that the whole the clothing market thing, I cannot remember the name of it right now, but where you put the outfits together, that thing felt incomplete. There was so much trendy, thank you. There was so much opportunity there to make something really good. It would have been a great opportunity to be able to make outfits that you could have, like in that whole pre-made outfit section, being able to add them there. I don't know, there was so much more they could have done with that. And I really, really wish they had done more with it, because I really don't use trendy at all, to the point that I forgot what it was called. So, yeah, adding styled looks would be one of the best additions, especially if you can have like custom content as part of those. That'd be even better. And I feel like it's a thing that should not be that difficult to add. You know, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I don't make games, obviously, but it feels like, since the bones are already there, that it should be possible. I know that some people have made custom outfits that you can add to it. And I feel like if it could be done easily, a modder probably would have by now made a way to add her own. Yeah, I'm disappointed that it was only like select outfits and things like that, or whatever happened to be trendy at the time, I guess. It was disappointing. So much potential, and just oh, this has been sitting on top of the fridge this whole time. Might as well get rid of it. Okay. Alright, after you sleep, you should be good, so we can get you back in this darn video game. Okay. There we go. Do you make use of these family recipes? I do not. Brain fried again? Oh my goodness. No. Play the game. There we go. Did I miss something? Did my game flake on me when I wasn't paying attention? Okay. Zippity-doo-dah. Oh! I wasn't even paying. That's probably on me. It's modded and stuff. They did say that there would be some clipping occasionally. Typically my beds are not up against walls, but her space is a little limited. I suppose I could just choose one sleep position that doesn't involve her going through the wall. Okay. That's true. Okay, it looks like we got over whatever area she was. We're leaving refuge. And, okay. Let's get this game done. Come on. I want her to finish this. I feel like this is going to be big money when it's done. I mean, if the app made us over 2,000 simoleons before we started even getting the daily stuff, that, I don't know. I'm feeling Mom heard us talking about donuts and wants to go get some. Tell her to look for the salted caramel ones. Okay, lifestyle, sedentary. Yeah, not a surprise. Okay, we're almost done with this game, though. Here we go. Come on, you can do it. What was the other one we got? Indoorsy. That makes sense. 96. 96? From, what did the 96? Oh, your royalties. Okay. 666. That's a good sign. Here we go. Alright, big money. Big money. No whammies. Alright. Next person to comment. Let's see. What are we gonna name this video game? We're gonna name it I Don't Have a Name. Oh wait. I just realized something. Wait, no. We're good. Oh. Hello, Fire Kitty. Welcome. That's actually a good name. Fire Kitty Shadow. I keep meaning to... You know, I attract the cat people. That's what happens. It's pretty obvious, you know, the whole cat thing, so, yeah. But, yeah, I keep meaning to try out BeamNG one of these days. I just need to get the whole wheel and everything set up, and then I can play. I know you can do it without the wheel, but, yeah. If you're going to run an entire rummage sale just to afford the cost of buying one of the fancy wheels and pedals and everything, popped. The name? That's awesome. That bingo challenge, that first episode, oh my god. That one just, like, went as viral as I think I can go right now. That was crazy, but I'm glad you came by. I'm glad you clicked. It's the name, you know, everybody likes the name. I get so many comments on my name. One person was very sympathetic. It's like, you're not mediocre. I'm like, no, I'm perfectly mediocre. Alright, we made some money. So we're just drawing them in. We're gonna have our own crazy cat lady and guy club. Okay, let's see. We're gonna move this over here. This, maybe we can put here. Maybe here. Wait, I want to get a better sink. So, I'm gonna slide that over. I don't think we want the trash right next to us. Can I do a longer bathroom? I know that there's a way to make this work. So if we can do like, well, there we go. It didn't want to go on that wall. That was really weird. Okay, so we're just going to do that. Then we'll add some of that. And, okay. Another, not of that one, but I wanted to at least know where I was going. Okay, another one of these. And then we'll get a sink in here. I should probably save. I have not done that in quite a while. And I would hate to lose the progress. Okay, let's see. And plumbing. And let's... I like the one that... Yeah, this one has dishes in it. I think that's so funny. And our house is a little bit of a mess, so... I think I'm going to move the garbage bin here. And I think I'm going to let her upgrade her computer. Now, I'm hopefully not going to have regrets about this decision. But we can always back it up if we don't have enough to pull this off. But I really like this desk with the little decorations on it. I use this one all the time. Like, I will find an excuse to use it. I will convince myself it goes in even the most modern setups just so I can use it. Okay, and then I want something a little cozier looking. This always looks cozy, but it's like plastic. But like it looks like it would be comfortable. I think that's cute. Maybe some yellow just to match the yellow we've got going here, but I don't know. That doesn't look very comfortable for long-term sitting. She spends a lot of time in her chair. Cactus desk chair. Flower. That is hilarious and cute, and I'm going to use it. Hopefully it works, because sometimes the custom stuff doesn't work very well. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead, head over to electronics, and see what kind of computer we can get. Now, anything more than 800 is okay, even if it's custom now. I think Dreamer's first computer, and does it fit? Yeah, it all fits, so we can do that. We still have 1200, so what would we like to do with our money? I think maybe we can try expanding. No, I don't want to expand the whole thing. I want to just expand. Yeah, I think a better bed is a good idea. I want to give her a bigger, or a bedroom for it, though. Thinking something like this. I'm trying to create a space that looks a little more interesting. Okay, and then we'll get... Although we are a bit close to the front of the house here. Or front of the lot. Alright, do I want to put all of this in right now? Probably don't need to, but I'm going to. Okay, we've got all the walls on the inside covered. Alright, let's delete the bed. Okay, thinking... Actually might want to cut it here. So then maybe I can get a dining table or a couch or something here. Obviously, eventually this whole place is going to change shape as we go, but we can definitely check out the beds and see how comfortable of a bed we can get. Because, yeah, she needs it. Let's see. This is cute. These are cute. Okay, so that one's energy 4. I feel like I don't like to use the custom ones in situations like this because they always put the energy 10 on them, and that feels a little cheaty to me. Is it just me? I don't know. So I think that might actually be kind of cute. It's not a lot better of a bed, but it is better-ish. And I just realized that we never put a roof on this place. We being me. And I just made myself a really fun thing to try to roof. I think we'll do something like this, and then like, oh, yeah. Oh, that is awkward. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe if I rotate it. Eesh. That is so bad. Okay. Well, if we bring it back here, and we'll just extend this to here, we've created a covered area that she can't even go to. But, you know, we could put a porch there someday. The whole house is going to change anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but let's see. Then we can throw on a roof trim. I feel like we have to keep the whole green thing going. So we're going to make it a grass roof. And let's see. Let's sort by green. Let's see how obnoxiously green we can make this place. This is pretty obnoxiously green. Oh, I don't have enough money to use that. Never mind. Do I have enough to at least cover the front? Sure, it's a start. I better wait. We'll at least cover that. I don't think I want the green roof, though. That's a little too obnoxious. Maybe we could give her this. Oh, just a random lawnmower. That is so weird. I like this one is one of my favorites. And I like, yeah, the eco one. I think I even had, I'm not seeing them. Yeah, here. I have recolors of them too, the solar ones. I could do the black, no, white? That's a little bright. Gray? No, I think the black looked the best. Something like that. Yeah, DK Sims wish they still were around making recolors because they had some really great recolors. Some really great stuff in general. The DK one? This one? You can find kind of a... excuse me. You can find... I don't even know if I can share links. I'm assuming I can because, you know, I'm the one running things here, I guess. Okay. Yeah. There's the first post here. They have like links to everything. And I recommend in the build mode, obviously the solar shingle. The boho wall murals are really cute. And in the buy mode, there was... Or is it? It should be a build mode. They have a whole tile. Yeah, the mega wall set is also really nice. It's great if you like colors to match between tiled and wainscoting and all of that. I use it quite a bit. I'll share that over on YouTube as well, just so if anyone wanted that. Okay. So I think we'll stop there with updates for now. We got everything back in there that she needs. And then, yeah, she definitely needs something to eat. So we're going to go ahead and let's have a slider. Got a nice new computer, cute new chair. Got all of our stuff. I don't know if I like the bed that way, but it'll work. We'll assign this side of the bed too, so you don't go walking all the way around to the other side every time. This house feels awkward. I feel like the kitchen should probably be tucked into here and the desk up here. Of course, having a window to look out on that would be pretty nice right about now. I never thought about it, but I've noticed most people doing this challenge do not give their Sims windows. And I don't know, I feel like maybe they deserve windows. Windows would be kind of nice when you have a view like that. It's kind of disappointing that she sees this every day instead of this. I don't know. Okay, we're eating. Probably should get you some kind of couch or something next. Okay, let's see. You could wash it. I know there's a lot of dishes in there, but technically it functions. Why don't you clean that up? Go ahead and use the bathroom. Take a soothing shower. Take a shower. And you don't really need one, but I want to just make sure you're less likely to burn out here. Okay. And then we're going to do I socialize, or I think I'm just going to jump into programming. Okay. The game made good money, but it took forever. I feel like the plugin made similar money, and didn't take as long. So I'm going to try a plug-in next again. We'll see how that works. Okay, speeding you up. We'll probably... Oh, man. Why do you feel... Is it something about that shower? Because every time she uses it, she gets nauseous. I feel like this is a bug. I'm wondering if I have a different shower that would work here that will hopefully be within our budget. Because it seems to be the shower causing it. I was hoping I could get an enclosed one, but we'll use this one and see. Oof, that's... Yeah, that wiped out our money. Okay, well, hopefully this will help. We'll go ahead and let you chat if you're willing. Oh, wait, you're feeling feverish. Great. You can't go to the doctor, so should be orange juice. Yeah, orange juice generally helps illness. And then we'll have you get some... We'll admire your new possession. And then we're going to have just a nap. And hopefully all of that will just help you feel a little better about life. Look at you just relaxing on your nice full-size bed. Isn't that great? See? And, well, you're still feverish, but it's going to go away. Because you're going to sleep it off. Alright, so now we're going to come over here. And we're going to... Wait, you're still... Right, we're going to socialize. Of course, as soon as I tell you that, then you're all fine. Fine. We're going to switch over to programming. Make the darn plug-in already. Jeez. And if anyone's lurking about, the next person to comment will be the one who this app is named after. Except those who've already gotten apps named after them. It's called bribery. We bribe people into talking. It's working, right? Come on. We don't bite too much. A little bit of a scratch now and then, but we're cats, right? That was weird. I'm getting weird. It might not be a great idea. Wait, that was only 240. Last time we made like 2,000. Spline reticulation plugin. That did make money faster though. Let's see. Maybe... Oh, it was a mobile app. That's the one that made the money. Kitty Claude has been making all the money around here. I'm hoping to see, the next day, we should start seeing the royalties from the video game. So then maybe we can actually get some doors or something around here. Or a couch. I think a couch would fit in here for now. I'm actually surprised we got this far today. I really didn't think we would, especially with how often she was getting burnt out. Feeling accomplished. That nap really made her feel good about life. She is super happy to be stuck inside making computer games. I will say, as cute as this chair is, that poking into your back all day would be really annoying. It's one of those, it's cute to look at, but not so much to... Yeah. Alright. Get this done, and then you can socialize with people. Only online, you know. Like myself. But we can socialize. Okay. Hey, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, says the person who's exactly the same. There might be people who tell us otherwise, but they don't know what they're talking about. Alright, here she goes. Come on. Oh, no, you're chatting because you got burned out again, didn't you? Yeah, I'm a little too content with the hermit life sometimes. I do venture out occasionally. Turns out there's other humans out there. Who knew? Alright, I think we need you to sleep again or something. I definitely feel like we need some other form of entertainment or something that is not tech for her to balance out all of this, because she does keep getting burned out and brain fried. So something like a plant or something. Okay, wait. Royalties came in. Look at that. Kitty Claude made 86. Fire Kitty Shadow made 115. Yay! You're a profitable bunch. 444 for a total now. Okay, I think that's actually enough for us to get a couch. Do we want the couch or do we want a table? This is a tough one. Or do I want to try to find some kind of... yeah, I was leaning couch too. Although I more love seat for the space, but still. We have the really lumpy looking couch. We have this, looks so cute and cozy. I feel like it doesn't really fit. This is cute too, but for a kid's room, yeah, she can eat on the couch. That's true. This looks really low. That looks awful there, but fine here. Let's see. We actually have quite a selection that we can afford. Oh, that looks so cozy too. But it takes up too much space. It's like really going into the walls. We're already having an issue. Yeah, that would be awesome. I feel like they need to use the Murphy bed function a little bit more than they have. We do have this one from that kit, and I really like this one. I think we'll go that route. Just the whole idea of folding beds and all of it could have been utilized a lot more than it was. Yeah. And it's something that a lot of people use, especially like in, you know, first apartments and things like that. So it would be something that would be very functional. It would have worked really well with the tiny home or any of the city-based expansions. There's so many chances to put something like that in. I would have loved futons. I don't think we're going to see it now, other than maybe a modded version, but... Oh, you can't... Why do you keep putting it up there if you can't get to it? Oh, trundles would be... Especially for small kids' rooms. That'd be so cute. Oh, geez, there was just a spider crawling on my arm. I'm amazed I didn't scream. I don't even mind spiders that much, but, you know, when they're crawling on you, it's a whole different ball game. Okay. I'm thinking I could put, like, a TV up on the wall or something. She could watch it from here. I mean, she would kind of have a wall in the way, but I don't think it'd be wise to have a TV over the stove. I'm one of those people that, like... Oh, hello, Light! I love that when they watch our Sims do things. But I'm one of those people that, like, as long as spiders stay off and do their own thing, that's fine. I know they serve a purpose. They help control, you know, more annoying things that buzz in your ears and stuff like that. So I'm okay with spiders as long as they're not crawling on me. I will usually, like, put spiders outside if they get into the house. But yeah. Crawling on me, just that sensation of something crawling on you is just really unpleasant. You are sleeping forever in that bed. She's like, it is so nice to have an actual bed and not some crates with a mattress on it. Felt so good. Alright, what are we whipping up here? I forgot what I had you make. Oh, chicken slider, that's right. Okay, a couple of sliders. Alright, and feeling fulfilled. Apparently we fulfilled a want. You wanted to cook a meal. Well, you'll have that covered. Work on the awkwardness. How do we do that? Oh, in the mirror. If we have a mirror, we can make ourselves less socially awkward. I wish that were the case in real life. Instead, I just continue to be socially awkward. Say weird things. Have regrets that I said something stupid. Alright, continue on this app. There we go. Ah, my favorite paleontologist has just gone live. Not that I want anyone leaving right now, but if you are interested in digs, spiders, things like that, there's a channel called Paleontologizing, where he actually is in, like, active archaeological digs, dinosaur bones and all that kind of fun stuff, and it's really fun. Did you know if you have a sim watching a skill channel on TV and have them knit or do needlepoint after starting to watch, they get double skills? I didn't know that. That is good to know. Yeah, it is interesting. I actually just stumbled on it one day. I was under the, like, occasionally I'd just explore Twitch to find other things to watch, and he was live, and oddly enough, that day they were talking about politics and how it relates to, you know, things within his field and within science and stuff like that. So completely off his usual topic, but yeah, I stuck around for the rest of it too. But it was very interesting. And lots of interesting people that he speaks with on the channel and everything. Yeah, definitely recommend checking them out. I don't know how to do a shout out. I don't even think that's spelled correctly, but no, talogizing. I spelled it wrong, but you get the idea. Anyway, marine mammal rescue. Ooh, that sounds up my channel too. Up my channel. Up my alley. Up my channel, I guess, works too. Are you burned out again? It's not like you'd have to do anything around here. Alright, fine. Why don't you go sleep? That seems to help. And then you can play some video games. And hopefully you'll get over it. I'll have to look that one up too. I had to write it down here. Suppose I could have just gone and saved it. But... okay. Marine mammal. Oh, good. Yeah, he's live right now, so... probably setting up. It usually takes him a little while to go live if he's actually on a dig. I'm amazed they can do it. That's, I think, one of the coolest parts to me is actually being out on a dig and using, like, all the various new technologies of, you know, solar-powered things and satellite and all that to be able to stream from wherever he is. That's really cool to me. Soar back from a cheap bed. Wow. Try to buy her a nice new bed. She has an awful holiday. I didn't even know it was a holiday. What did we miss? Love Day. Oh, well. Didn't even realize it was a holiday. Sorry about that. I'm an awful, awful, awful watcher. I'm sorry. The buy a better mattress one? Yeah, love that one. There's also one for couches, too. I don't see that one used as much. I don't have any. I had it for a while, but I don't use couches as much that it really mattered. But definitely, the bed ones get heavy use. Alright. Let's get things vacuumed up. Tell me you're over it. Oh, 2 hours yet. Maybe after some vacuuming, using the toilet, taking a... Wait, are you feeling sick again? Overheating? I suppose we don't have a thermostat, do we? I don't know if I have anything. Let's see. We could do... Well, she's... Yeah, she's in her pajamas. I suppose we could just have her change her clothes. She likes to live in her pajamas. I would rather wait to get a thermostat once we can actually upgrade it. There you go. See? Everyone finally gets to see your nice hot weather clothes. Just because you never leave the house doesn't mean you can't get dressed once in a while. How about you have a quick meal of animal crackers? I know animal crackers basically taste like sweetened sawdust, yet they're good. I don't understand why, but it's okay. They're good. My pajamas are basically my day clothes, you know, like, same thing, lounge stuff. Shorts, t-shirt, but it's like stretchy shorts. You know, why, yeah, why not? And, you know, I kind of could sleep in them too. It wouldn't matter to anybody. The elastic waistband is the greatest invention ever. Did you not just shower? Did I not just have her shower? I'm too busy talking about pajamas. That's swamp witch. Look, we all need a good swamp witch era now and then. I'm just glad it's become socially acceptable to leave the house in stretchy pants. Then again, I grew up in the age of stirrup pants, so... You know, the thing is, I know a lot of people hate them, but there was some advantages to them. You know, like, they didn't ride up the way that ill-fitting other stretchy pants can do. And yeah, if they didn't fit quite right, that strap under your foot would rub like crazy, but if you got a good fitting pair of stirrup pants, they were actually not bad, especially when you combined it with that whole trend of the Western boots and or boots on the outside of your pants. It just kind of all worked, you know? We had some weird trends. I don't know. Why do you keep getting into your... Ugh. Hot weather. Here, you can wear this. It's a hot weather outfit. Let's get you switched over before you melt. Okay, there you go. Now, we can program and continue making your app. There we go. Perhaps the worst combination known to men was the jelly shoes and stirrups. And we thought we were so cool. We were in pain, but we thought we were cool. Oh, you were smarter than I was. The blisters. Oh my god. But I loved my jelly shoes, even if they hurt. Because I thought they were so cute. Gotta love a good jelly shoe. Did you see that they're coming back, too? That just makes it worse. Like, you would think we would have learned the lesson. Oh, you broke it now? What the heck? Oh, no, you're gonna be lazy. Oh, okay, well, I guess as part of the challenge, I have to say yes to things, but this could be painful. Alright, we got it fixed. Whoops, I need to slow you down. I don't want to waste any time. Okay, program. Continue. That makes me think I want to... Okay, we have 13 days. We're good. We're trucking along here. Alright, you're not burnt out yet. Although, you are panicking over... Okay, mental fog is about to start. All good. All good. We can do this. Dang it. Alright, brain fried again. So the logical thing to do is spend more time on the computer playing video games, which for some reason brings down Sims logic. Then again, I've probably been guilty of the same thing myself. Like, oh, I've spent too much time working on this computer today. I think I'll play a video game. Okay, we can do this. I kind of want these pants in real life. They have the pockets on the front and the back have the accent color, and they look so cute. I had to find an excuse to use them. I use them all the time. Wait, oh, that's the... Never mind. We were playing a game. I was getting excited because I thought she was almost done with that app. But no, we still have 3 more hours of being brain fried. Alright, we don't really need to use any of this, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. And, okay, I don't want to have her take another... Ugh. Okay, see, again, with the shower. And this is a totally different shower now. Why do you nap lazily? Something about these showers are making her feel nauseous. And I don't understand what it is. Did we put that on? I forgot about that. We did put that on there, didn't we? No, wait. Oh, wait. Yep. Yes, we do. Chance to get nauseous when eating, drinking, or using the bathroom. You're right. I need to remember what these various traits do more often. That one's kind of affecting us. Alright, we're good. Alright, now I understand at least. I was thinking it was a bug. Completely forgot about the grody thing. Yeah, and I tend to forget lot traits far too often. So, that's kind of on me. I can remember some weirdly complicated thing from years ago, but some days the memory is just like, nope. And there's something about, like, the minute I hit record or go live or whatever the case may be, my brain just goes out the door. I forget everything I know about this game. And I'll be like, where's the toilet section again? Where it's always been? What are you talking about? That's actually, I never heard of that, like a heart attack causing issues. Then again, our heart definitely Yeah. Mine kind of went to crap after having, well, basically pregnancy. And it just has not really recovered. I do stuff to try to improve it, but yeah, and considering that's what I do most of the time, the constant talking. But yeah, I hope you are well recovered other than the memory and everything. Heart attacks are rough. I have a family of people who have struggled with heart disease, so I understand. It is definitely a rough one. My mother-in-law just recently did. She's been a bit anxious since then. I think, I guess just kind of realized, she's not quite so invincible. That makes sense. Yeah. It does seem like so much is connected to our heart. So many things can cause issues with the heart. We're not very sturdy beings, that's for sure. In some ways. In other ways, it's like, how do we manage to survive that? Alright. Social, come on. I suppose we do have... You're starting to burn out again, though, and I... Yeah, we should have thicker skin and, like, I don't know, more ability to regenerate or something. Okay, still surroundings. Can you appreciate anything around here? We did just get this. You would think she could appreciate the couch. Since we just got it. Oof. Well, we did manage a little longer than usual, but I am starting to have a couple of issues here with my connection. I'm hoping we can hold up for a bit yet. Hopefully it's not affecting you guys too much. It's funny, just some days when I think that it'll probably be harder, it actually does better, and I don't know. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to when it works. Alright, let's see. We're going to call it, well, yeah. I just sipped my tea, so we're calling it Sips Tea. This is so stupid. This is how I name things, when I'm just doing my own thing, I guess. 3,000 simoleons. Okay. What do I want to do? I definitely feel like this area needs to be bigger. So I'm going to pull it back a lot. I am going to delete these walls because we're going to be redoing this. Okay. I want to, I think, probably just shift the entire thing back a bit. Okay. I feel like we can have a bigger room too. But I want to center it more. It's such a classic shape at this point, but I think something like that. Such a predictable shape. But it's very easy to roof this shape. That's a good one too. My cats would probably get jealous if I use one's name too often. Because they're buttheads like that. I think I'm going to do kind of an inset kind of thing here. Like so. Might want to shorten that a little bit. Whoops. A little too short. Okay. These are really tall though. This needs to come down a lot. Okay. Does that make sense? There. Okay. How did you get out? Wait a second. Probably because I just moved your house. Alright, let's teleport you back into the house. Okay. First thing I want to do is make sure we have enough to cover the entire house. And these. Okay. All good. I do like that really deep green. Alright, so there would probably be a door thereabouts. I think we'd move the bathroom to the back. Maybe more like this, like a sideways kind of thing. Shower here for now. I'm going to move this into the middle of the room till I figure out what I'm doing with it. Okay. This. It's really annoying when it does that. Because then you have to buy a whole new one, and then you lose money. Because it doesn't keep the shape that it had. Okay. And then I suppose I can put this on the end. And then we'll put this over here. Okay. I think I want to create a space in here for this. Oh, I don't know if she'll be able to walk through there. We'll find out. I can always adjust it if I have to. And then we'll put this kind of here. Maybe here. And I'll probably put this here because there's going to be a wall here. Okay, so then wall and wall. Okay, I'll be here for at least a little bit yet. Oh, actually, maybe we'll put that there. Although eventually there'll be a door here, so I don't know about that, but maybe we can make this one wider, so that's not too much extra cost. I can move that into here. That there. Okay, we still have 2,000 to work with. I think I'm going to put this over in the kitchen. How about there? I think I'm going to save, just to be safe. We wouldn't want to lose progress right now. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Do I want to put the same... Yeah, I think for now it's fine. And I prefer not to do an overhead in the bedrooms. I don't know if I have enough for a TV, but I definitely want to make sure I get some doors in here. And I really do like the happy birthday doors. They got the interior glass door. There they are. Okay, so we'll use that there, that there. I'm not super thrilled having the bathroom come right off the kitchen, but welcome back. I'm still here for a few more minutes. I'm going to, I think, wrap up the updates and then get going because connection's getting a little sketch. I pushed my limits today. I can't wait, cannot wait to get the fiber soon. I really hope that that solves a lot of the issues that I've been having. Yeah, I'm actually really surprised how far we got. I think I'm going to do Windows. I think I'm going to go against the grain. I am going to do the happy birthday ones, so I'm just going to... Whoops, forgot how this works. So I'm going to search for them. You search for on this side. This is what I mean. Brain goes out the door. Just gone. Obviously, I won't put a front door on, but it would probably be in this general area. I can't decide. I think for now, I'll just keep the desk out here. So it's in the main area. And then we'll get a couple of the windows in here just to make it look a little nicer. Let's see. We could do nice big picture windows. We could do really big picture windows. I think I prefer these. And we can do side by side kind of thing. Oh, silly does that look from outside? Pretty bad when the roof is not on, right? Well, are we gonna be all picky here? There we go. Okay. I feel like I want this more like there. Those seem obnoxiously large, but I kind of like it. Okay. There. It feels weird not having a door on the house. I think that's part of it, but what I'm kind of thinking is at some point I'll extend this one more and we can put the door in the middle there. Maybe I'll put this like this. Do we have enough for a cheap TV? Oh, heck yeah. I like this one. This retro one actually looks like it's meant to be standing on its own. And I think we'll get like kind of a dark like that. There we go. Okay. Now, do we want... I think I'm going to move this over here since we extended that. And then I'm going to go back to my windows and get one for over the sink. And probably... that'd probably be it for windows right now. But we have to have one over the sink. Do I want that one or this one? I think that one will work because I can still put cabinets over it. Okay. Although we did use like the wide open ones, so this one would probably make more sense. For here. Because we didn't have the ones with the double hung stuff going on. Okay. And then I feel like maybe we should tile the bathroom. I don't want to push it too far. I do want to keep some money, but I really like these tiles. Wait, what the... Oh, yeah, I'm selecting the wall ones and can't figure out why they won't go on the floor. Okay. My shoe nose son. It's kind of funny because they originally made the floor tile, I believe it was. And I said, you know, it'd be really cute if we happened to have matching wall tiles. And they're like, I wasn't planning on doing that. And I was like, oh, well, that's a shame. And yeah, then like a day or two later, they came out. And I don't know, I really love them. I use them a lot. Probably too much, because they're probably not everybody's taste, but you know what? It is what it is. I think I might want to change up the wall pattern in the bedroom too. Another wallpaper, but I kind of want to do something again that's a bit like an outdoor scene. Because I think that's really cute. We do have these new ones from yeah, there's problems with those. Definitely need to fix that. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is kind of cute. Corsica, yeah. They're all green too. Let's see. That might be a bit much for... a bit too busy for a bedroom. I know I could probably just do one wall with that. I love these with the kids' bedrooms, but let's see. Oh, flowers. That's kind of cute. Corsica again. Of course it's Corsica. Do I want the pink tone or the white? I think I'm gonna go with the white. There we go. Alright. So we have some function going on here. I do want to get at least one side table. And yeah, it's fun when someone isn't planning on doing something and they realize that there is a want for it, and they're like, hey, you know, I can do that, I guess. I didn't think anyone wanted it, but okay. Alright. Yeah, so what we definitely want to eventually get... Yeah, but did you see that there's like a line in them? Was it... Wait, it was Corsica, yeah. Yeah, I don't remember. What was I doing? Oh, side tables. Now I messed it up. Every, like, 2 panels, there's... Or at least well, I think it was actually, not Corsica, but, Simoleon. I don't know why I'm having trouble saying that name lately. Okay. Surfaces... Accent tables. Let's see. These are kind of really cute. And really fit the whole mood here. Sims Pancake is another CC creator I just actually recently found, and I was really excited when they got the thing on the marketplace. You know, if my husband's gonna randomly buy me a bunch of stuff, I'm gonna use it. Okay. Lighting table lamps. Those are cute. Do we have them in green? I mean, that's more green. I feel like it goes with the room. I don't know if the bed goes with the rest of the room at this point, but... Okay. I feel like we've made a lot of progress. I will need a better bed, a dresser, or a closet. I'd like to eventually upgrade the computer even further. I'll need at least a chair or another love seat, a better TV, some kind of dining surface. It needs to have, for her, I think it's reasonable to say at least 2 seats. And we do still need another room for an office. And then this at some point has to be upgraded to the whole bathtub combo. We need an upgraded toilet and a sink in here. Obviously appliances will need to be upgraded. Upper cabinets. Better cabinets in general. But we have made pretty significant progress. I think when we started we had about 8 or 9 tiles. Maybe. So I think that's a pretty solid start to the day. Yes, perfect. Exactly. Alright, so I hate to go already, although I did stream about an hour longer than I planned on, so I guess that's a positive that we were actually able to hold out this long. But I know if I keep pushing it too far, then we're going to end up with a lot of dropped frames, and it's going to get weird, and yay, internet. It's so funny because I used to, you know, live in a world where we had dial-up and everything, but here we are. Now we complain when it's not fast enough. Thank you for coming. I'm so glad you were here. It definitely makes it easier to get through a stream when there's people here participating. Because I did a stream the other day and no one was able to make it. That was kind of sad. But thank you so much for watching. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to paw the like button. Subscribe or follow, whichever you prefer to do. And over on YouTube, we do have the Catnip Club. If you'd like to join, you get extra perks while supporting the channel. Have a cozy day, everybody. I'll save you a spot for our next adventure.